Hi folks, another video, same spot, another video. I was riding my bicycle, was it yesterday or the day before? Might have been the day before, yeah. And late afternoon, coming home or early evening really, or mid-evening, it wasn't dark. Low light, a bit like now. And I'd ridden on the bike track for the whole way. It's about a 10 kilometre ride if you count both directions. 10 or 11 kilometres. Not very far for a bike ride really, it's quite a pleasant trip. I'm coming back, and just for probably 200 metres I have to ride on the road because the bike track ends. And then I get on the road, I go around the corner, and then my house is basically there. So I'm on the road, I get to the intersection, and there's a four-wheel drive coming, so I just stop. I'm giving way, right? Because I got to give way. And this four-wheel drive suddenly decides it wants to turn the corner where I'm on, and it turns out it's a police car. And this bitch leans out the window. She's like rolling around the corner. And she was rude, man. Like middle-aged woman. I don't know why middle-aged women hate my fucking guts so much. It's so weird. And leaning out the window, she's got glasses on, sort of like orangey coloured hair. And in a really nasty voice, she's like, you need to be putting a helmet on. Something like that. Something like wearing a helmet. You should be wearing a helmet or something like that. But you should very, very nasty. And that was it. She didn't tell me to do anything else. So, my house was right there. So I just got back on. I didn't talk to her. I just looked at her. It's a bit hard to hear what she's saying because she's still in a moving car and the engine's running. And, it was a weird place for her to stop as well because she's in the middle of the fucking road at an intersection. So I just rode off. I went around the corner and then my house is there, so I just went into my driveway. And then so she was driving, and so she's fucking freaked out that I didn't speak to her or something, and she's done a U-turn, and she's next to her, she's fucking driving into my driveway as I'm wheeling the bike, And this male cop gets out. I hadn't noticed him. I guess he was in the passenger seat. Big glasses, middle-aged guy, and a really nasty looking shit. And he starts walking onto my property, walking up the driveway. And I turn around and I said, you don't have my consent to be on the property. And he half, for a second, he didn't know what to do. He half hesitated for a second. I said, you don't have my consent to be on the property, I said. He said, I can come and arrest you for evading police. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, we told you to stop. And I'm like, what? No, you didn't. You didn't tell me to fucking stop. It's like, you meant to be wearing a helmet, blah, blah, blah. He said, we're going to send you a ticket. We're going to send you a fine. And then after a while, he left. But here's the thing, folks. Police can't enter your property without permission unless they have a search warrant. And you can't just make up they can't just make up some bullshit thing. They can't say, oh, we were going to arrest you. Well, it would be a wrongful arrest. Right? You can't say, oh, we're going to do a wrongful arrest, now we're allowed to be in your property. So that guy was trespassing. And I looked up the fine that I'm going to get, $344 for not wearing a fucking helmet. Because this fucking middle-aged bitch. I mean, here's the thing, guys, right? They built a fucking mountain bike track just down the road. It's a downhill one, you know, like with skiing and shit. With skiing, they're called like black diamonds and stuff. This would be like a black diamond fucking mountain bike track. There've been a lot of injuries. Someone actually died on there from their injuries. And that was built by the state. So don't tell me the state is concerned about people hurting themselves on a fucking bike. Give me a break. I mean, why do they allow that? I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying, why do they allow that at the same time as someone going for a quiescent ride on a flat area? And they won't allow that if he's not wearing a helmet. Like, it's just stupid. And that's more than you would get fined for a speeding ticket, way more. In a car. Like, who am I endangering on the bike without a helmet? In fact, you know, it's more safe for other people because you got more mobility in the head, right? If you're not wearing a helmet, you can look around more easily. So, yeah, just kind of hate this place. Why did I want to speak to the cops? Because if you speak to cops, they can start making shit up. Just like they did. Like, why would they tell me to stop when I'm already stopped? I was stopped with my foot on the fucking ground waiting for them to drive around the corner in front of me. They're the ones who are moving, not me. Why would they say stop? So, yeah, like cops, if you speak with them, they will just make shit up that you said when you didn't say it, that you did when you didn't do it. That's probably why at the back of my mind I didn't want to fucking talk to those assholes. And, yeah, like I was in court for 6 fucking years because of cops in that area. 6 years, more than, I don't know, probably about 24 appearances representing myself over 6 years. Half a dozen different fucking bullshit things they tried to get me on. They've got no convictions to point out because I wiped the fucking floor with them. And so I don't really like the police very much, if you know what I mean. Mr. Plod, as my dad used to call him. So yeah, folks, feels bad. I'm really angry about it. Like, they haven't sent the fine yet, but, you know, they'll send it. They never, like, let you off. You know, once they decide they don't like you, that's when they start trying to book you and doing this kind of thing. So, anyway, I guess I can make a complaint about trespassing, but, you know, they're not going to fucking do anything. Yeah, I've made so many complaints over shit that they've done, like way worse than that. Fuck, they stole money from me on one occasion. But that's not the worst thing they've done. Not even close. Yeah, police down here are just fucking corrupt, nasty, just scummy people. Just horrible, horrible human beings. Just thugs. They're basically just fascist thugs who are on a power trip serving the fucking state. That's what the police are. Yeah, folks, that's my little story about that.